Problem 13 is asking you whether it's periodic or not. And then if it is, what is the period? If it's periodic, it means it's repeating itself. Okay? Now this is an art form, so bear with it. I did the best I could. But what you're supposed to see here, and not so much, but let me fix this a little bit. But what you're supposed to see here is that these two humps are the same. These two humps come across and up, right? And then they're going to happen again here. And this is coming off of what this was coming back to. So this is a periodic graph, right? So it is periodic. Okay? And then the period goes from where it starts at one point, right, to where it starts again, doing the same thing. So everything inside here is different. Does that make sense? And so the period, before it starts to do the same thing all over again, right, goes from negative pi to pi. So what is the period? If it goes from negative pi to pi, what would the period be? Not just pi. You have pi here, you have pi there. The period is 2 pi. Okay? So it's going from pi to pi. That means there's a pi in between each one. And again, I didn't do very good at making this to scale, but I could just move this towards the center of it. Maybe that would look better to show that that's pi and pi. Now everything else inside doesn't really matter, because it's just going to continue doing the same thing. If I came over here, right, this is going to continue to do this, and then it's going to continue to do this, and then it's going to come back down. Right? And this side's going to do the same thing too. Just doing the same thing over and over. That's periodic. The period is where you go from where it starts to where it finishes. Okay? Now we could have chose any point. Right? Could have chose from this point to this point to find it, right? It's still going to end up being 2 pi. Does that make sense?